Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for those of you guys who are new to my channel, my name is Naz and my channel is all about simple living and also natural alternative for health, beauty and mindset. So today I'm coming to you guys with another skincare video. This video is really going to address all the questions that I got on my previous video. If you haven't checked, last week I posted a video about my skincare routine for rosacea and redness. So I'll put it in a card here so you can check it out. But in this video, I'm basically going to share with you guys my story, how my rosacea started, what I think caused it, and also how I was able to cure it. So before I continue, make sure you subscribe to my channel and join the family. Hopefully by the time I upload this video, we will reach 2,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and also like this video if the content was helpful. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to separate this video in 3 parts. The first part, I'm going to share with you guys my story, how and when my rosacea started. So in the second part of this video, I'm going to share with you guys all the symptoms and my skin problems. And on the third part of this video, I'm going to share with you guys how I was able to cure it and my approach and etc. Just so you know, I am getting my certification to become a certified holistic nutritionist. And the reason why I'm heading towards nutrition, even though I have a master's degree in something else, it's mostly due to the problems that I had 3 years ago with my skin. So my skin problem started in 2016, February to be exact, and I'm not sure exactly what caused it, but I truly believe that it was not really due to a product that I apply on my skin. There was something that was going on in my body internally. And I remember back then I had huge mental problems. I had a burnout. I wasn't able to sleep at night. That's a whole other video. But this rosacea or the skin problems just came out of nowhere. And I knew that it was more than what product I was applying or not applying on my skin. So back then I remember that everything really changed in my life. So work was stressed. I was also going to school full-time, doing my master's degree. So the stress level were really high. So I truly believe that that stressful period of my life contributed in this skincare problems. And one thing that I know today as a nutritionist is your skin is the #1 organ that would tell you when something is wrong within your body. Everything, whether it's toxic, inflammation, whether is an intolerance or anything, it'll show on your skin. So even if you have acne or you have sensitivity to certain food, your skin will tell you when something is not going well in your body. Because of the stress and the burnout and the depression that I was going through, I started suffering from hormonal imbalance. And hormonal imbalance is something that you guys have to make a research on it, especially for women, because everything that happens in your body is regulated by hormones. And one sign that your hormones are imbalanced is if you have your periods too regularly, or in my case, if your periods are irregular. In my case, I was getting my periods once every 4 months, which I know is not normal. So that was also a sign. And also I was doing certain diets that were starvation more than anything else. So I also had a gut issue. And I truly believe that if your gut is unhealthy, if there's more bad bacteria in your gut than good bacteria, then definitely your health will be impacted. Overall, when my rosacea started in 2016, it started at the same time as when I was going through my burnout and depression and etc. So that's one thing to take in consideration. So I did see my doctor regarding my skin. Back then, I didn't know. I had no idea about depression or anxiety or whatnot. And the crazy thing is your brain is so powerful that when your brain is not well, it will make you feel certain stuff that are not really there. Like I had palpitation, sometimes my hands were numb, but physically I was completely healthy. I saw my doctor a couple of times, and you know when doctors don't know what you have, they will just give you antibiotics and basically and that's it. And then the antibiotics should basically take care of your problem. But unfortunately, the antibiotic that my doctor prescribed was too strong, so I had to basically stop it because I was vomiting, I had fevers, I just couldn't do it. So I stopped it. And then I saw a dermatologist, and the dermatologist basically prescribed to me steroid creams that were helping, but I felt like my skin was not coming back to what it used to be, and my skin also was becoming more and more dependent on the steroid. And also one thing that I didn't like is my skin was more sensitive than ever. So that's why I really stopped everything. I was really fed up. And then now we're going to talk about the second part of this video, which are my symptoms. So I had redness all over this area on my skin. I still have it. I don't know if you can see it. I still have it because every time I eat dairy, this is what happens. I'm going to talk about that in the last part of this video. But basically I had redness here, also here between my eyebrows and on top of my and a little bit on my forehead. Here not much, but here yes. So usually they say that when you have something here going on, it's hormonal. And also when you would touch the redness, I was literally touching like bumps and inflammation. And sometimes even when I would go out under the sun, it will burn. It will literally burn. So that's when I started wearing sunscreen. As an African person, I don't even know what is sunscreen. I mean, I grew up under 50 degrees Celsius and I was never wearing sunscreen. But anyway, so I started wearing sunscreen to protect my skin. Otherwise, I would get sunburn. I will put some pictures here on the side of the screen to show you what would happen to my skin every time I would go under the sun. And my skin would be reacting to literally everything. Everything I was putting on my skin was reacting. So that's when I just stopped everything, and then I started using only pure natural products like aloe vera. I was also using apple cider vinegar, clay mask, and etc. And that really was doing the job without irritating my skin. And I also started making a lot of research on different products, different stuff that they use in products, just to see what really can irritate my skin. And then for the third part of the video, I'm going to share with you guys basically how I was able to cure my skin and my rosacea. Well, I'm still in process, but I feel that I came such a long way. The tips and ideas that I'm going to share with you guys really contributed in the healing of my overall health, not only my skin, but you know, whenever you have a problem, especially when it comes to something as complex as your health, you really have to take a holistic approach. You can't just count on product to fix your skin. You also need to change your diet and what products you use in your household, and even you also have to take care of your mental health. So in this part, there's 4 subcategories. So the first one is the products that I started using or the products that I started avoiding. And also I'm going to talk about my mental health, what exactly I did when it comes to mental health and depression and anxiety. And then I'm going to talk about my diet, so what exactly I change in my food and how I eat. And then lastly, I'm going to talk about the products that I use, whether it is cleaning products, what product that I use to wash my clothes, for example. The first thing, the skincare part. So you definitely need to check my 2 other videos. I pretty much talk about what products I use on my skin, what products I don't use on my skin, and the different natural masks that I use on my skin. When it comes to your skin, one thing that really made a big difference is the oil cleansing method. I cannot stress enough about the importance of the oil cleansing method, how oils can really help your skin, but you really need to make your research on different oils and how to use them. You will definitely have to check my oil cleansing method. I will put it in a card here at the end of this video if you want to learn more about oil cleansing. So I oil cleanse my skin. When I'm not oil cleansing my skin, I really make sure to use non-toxic cleansers. I have 2 cleansers that I use right now. One is from The Ordinary and another one is from Fairy Flawless, and I'm gonna leave the links for both of them in the description box below. You can check them out, but you have to make sure that the cleanser are simple. You always have to make sure to check the ingredients and look for oil-based cleansers. A lot of people will tell me, well, my skin is oily, so I can't really use oils. I also do have an oily to combination skin. The reason why your skin produces oils is usually because the products that you use are really drying your skin. Whenever your brain thinks that your skin is too dry, it's gonna start producing more sebum and your skin will become more and more oily. The second point is mental health. And whatever is going on in your life will definitely impact the way you digest food, your sleep, your stress level, and your hormones. So don't think that if your skin is reacting, it's only due to whatever you put on your skin. It's also due to whatever is happening in your life. So make sure to address or to face any issues that is going on in your life. I remember what I did is I had to see a professional for my mental health. For the longest time, I suffered from anxiety and I thought I had asthma. Yep. And whenever I would have hyperventilation, in my mind I thought that I had asthma. So you really need to educate yourself and you really need to address any problems that you might have in your life. It's also really critical. The 4th point is my diet. So this is extremely important. Remember that you are what you eat. Most importantly, you are what you digest. 4 things that really makes me react that I've noticed that ever since I cut it, my skin is doing much better. First one is dairy. Dairy is pro-inflammatory. A lot of people, especially African people, are lactose intolerant. I don't think that I am lactose intolerant, but I know that I am intolerant to dairy, period. So every time I eat dairy, whether it's milk, whether it's cheese, ice cream, even though I'm obsessed with ice cream, or if I'm eating a yogurt, my skin would definitely react. And the fact that I have some redness here right now is because this past weekend I was indulging in dairy. So dairy is a big one. The second one is gluten. I truly didn't believe that I was sensitive to gluten. Ever since I started the ketogenic diet, where basically you cannot eat any grains or anything with gluten, basically, my skin improved so much. So gluten is also a big one. And then the third one is sugar. Sugar is also pro-inflammatory. Body was really inflamed because of that, because of the dairy, the gluten, and the sugar. A diet that I could suggest is the ketogenic diet because it is a cleansing diet. You should definitely make research on that. I also do have a video about the ketogenic diet. You can check it out. I'll put it in a card. But the ketogenic diet really helped me for all these problems. And I truly believe that ever since I've been doing the ketogenic diet, I'm less sensitive to dairy than before. I still react, but not as much as before. And that shows how my body is healing. Amongst all the supplements, vitamins and minerals that I take, 2 supplements that I would suggest you guys to take is pre and probiotics, because you really need to heal your gut. Everything that's happening in your body is coming from the gut. And I also suggest people to take omega-3. So omega-3 basically fights inflammation in your body. And the last subsection is the products that you use. For my clothes, I use hypoallergenic soaps. I usually go for the baby brands. So all the cleaning products that I use in my house are also clean. So that's pretty much it, what I do to heal my rosacea. If you guys have more questions, let me know, leave a comment, and I'll try my best to answer you guys, or I will just make another video addressing your problems. I hope my video was helpful, and if you did enjoy my video, please give it a thumbs up, and also join the family and subscribe to my channel. So with that being said, we will see each other next week, guys. Bye.